everybody, I'm Manny. Welcome back to my channel, Aftershave. So this shave here is going to be dedicated directly to my buddy Frank Stromberg over on YouTube, also known as The Shark. So if you haven't gotten the chance to check him out, check him out. He also does a lot of wet shaving videos, mostly directly with shavettes and straight razors, but he does do a lot of DE stuff too. So check him out, give him a like, give him a sub, let him know I sent you guys sent you guys his way. And you guys can see the crazy hairdo. I just now woke up, gonna get into a shave. This is how Frank Stromberg likes to do his shave. So it felt only fitting to do it this way. So giving him a shout out, because he gave me a shout out the other day regarding the Sterling electric sheep, and we were going back and forth with some comments on how slick this stuff was, how much we liked it, just going over the concerns that, you know, what it felt more slicker than the rest, because he and another couple of guys who had talked to me were telling me that it was made with mutton tallow. I guess that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, I was kind of wondering why it was so slick, and yeah, from what I was told from many other guys, that yeah, it is a much more slicker soap. So I'm pretty stoked to get to try some other mutton tallow that Sterling does have. I think they have two other scents. Frank Stromberg was telling me that there's one that's called some Scots Pine. I think that's what he says, Scots Pine. Smells like a damp pine tree forest kind of, which is something I dig. So I'm pretty stoked to try that out here in the future. We'll see how that goes. So I got a few products here that Frank is going to be using. We decided to match up another shave here. Last shave wasn't a match directly. He used it because I'm guessing because I used it, and I like this. I like the slickness and how it felt. And not only that, but he also had a sample. We both had samples. So he also has a sample of Island Man. So I'm gonna get him with some Island Man here. And he also just recently picked up this brush here. So I decided it was only fitting to go in with the Omega Mighty Midget, the half badger, half boar. We're gonna get into the shavette here from Feather, the Feather Artist Club. Since his recent shave, he used a, or second to last recent shave, he used a Feather. And I've come to love these blades a whole lot more. I think my favorite blades at the time were the Feather Professional Supers. I think the one that has the most blade exposure, and those are really slick. Very comfortable. I didn't feel like I had to worry with them. I think because more blade protrusion, it allowed me to control the blade more, the razor. So I really like those blades. But when I got onto these ProGuards, yeah, they were on a different level. So I do have a blade here sitting on the side. I don't remember how many uses it got on it, but here, let me show you guys the blade here. There's the guards, you guys can see. They wrap all the way around the blade, but it's hard to see with the camera. But that's the blade there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down into a razor. You just clamp. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I opened it up too much and I was trying to slide forward. So you just open up the. There you go. I pinched it and slid it forward by accident. So that's that right there. And gonna get in with the Sterling Island Man. And I will show you guys the I'll put the scent description on the screen here. So that is the scent description. Smells like a really great soap. Fantastic scent. I like it. Blue tinge to it. Gonna go in with the matching aftershave splash. Excuse me, the glacial. With their brand new bottles. Oh, and I forgot to show you the ingredient list here. For those of you guys who want to see and pause that. So that is that. And if you guys watched my unboxing mail call, you guys know I got the trifecta. So I just now did a hot water towel or hot towel prep, and I think we're ready. I had a shower last night, so that's why I had the hot towel prep. And let's get into this now. So, gonna load heavy because it is a smaller knot. And yeah, so Frank Strongbear actually did a shave, 2 shaves almost back to back. I think like 10 hours in between, 14 hours in between, I believe. Not even 24 hours. And got some new gear in, and he couldn't wait to grow some more facial hair out, so he did it just a few hours after. So I messaged him and told him that he was just as bad as I was, probably even worse, when it came to being addicted to wet shaving products. So yeah, I'm gonna load really heavy here. And on that shave, he did get a chance to use this little Mighty Midget right out the box, and he really loved it. And I've used this brush a few times already. I actually forgot to wash out my brush with the brush soap. I like to wash them out every I don't know, like maybe 5 or 8 uses. And I've used it on camera and off camera, so it's got a few uses on it. I like to keep them clean. That's just me, especially since I have really oily skin. The oil tends to get trapped up into the bristles, and I can start seeing the performance, the lack of performance in my brushes. Many of you guys out there wouldn't experience that, or will never experience it, but I do. And it could also be my due to my water. So we got a ton on the brush now. There you guys go. Set that off to the side. Wet my face. Oh, this stuff smells fantastic. So how are you guys been doing? Hope you guys are all doing well. My day's getting a little better. Just rinsing off my puck there. Yeah, my day's getting a little bit better. I recently posted up a few videos back to back. The reason behind that was because, let's get into this. The reason behind that was because so many things had happened back to back actually, and didn't get a chance to edit and post them. And upon the posting, I think the first or maybe last video, I talked about how, you know, the bad times were over, that my truck was up and running. And I actually posted those videos because I had some downtime, available time, because my truck had broke down again and it was in the shop. So I was trying to get over the, you know, the frustration and the, you know, the downfall of how I felt. It was just a really bad time for me. And I messaged a few guys asking for prayers and well wishes and positive energy, and Frank was one of them, so thank you very much, Frank. Yeah, I was just in a really bad negative place, you know, because of those of you who don't know, my pops and I run a company, truck driving company. And I'm gonna go with that. Alright, just warming up my blade. Yeah, and my truck broke down, and I wasn't very happy with that. I was keeping everybody posted. Let's get in with the first pass here with the grain. And I have 2 days of growth, maybe. Beautiful scent. I like the scent. I haven't used this Shavette in so long. Hopefully I don't cut myself with it. I may just jinx myself, right? And I do have the AC blowing full blast, and I have my air on because it is a little warm out here today. That smells good. If I remember correctly, I think it's got a coconut and rum in it. It smells a little floral to me, but it's nice. Everything's blending really nice. Second pass. Cross grain. Well, I know a lot of you have a habit of really tugging on your ear, guys. When I first started in the very beginning, when I started watching everybody about 3 years ago, holding the ear was not to stretch the skin. There's nothing that really stretches. I mean, you're probably getting this much that stretches the skin. I just do this to hold the ear back from cutting the earlobe right here. That's all, you know. If that's what you guys are into, and if it helps, then, you know, by all means. But I've noticed a lot of guys will mention, you know, techniques about, you know, stretching the skin, and they mention pulling the ear. I don't see how that works, guys. It might work for you, but I just do it to get the ear out the way. Forgot who I was watching a while ago. My peripheral from this side is not that well as it is on this side. You'll see me sometimes holding the ear on this side, and sometimes I don't, because I can see a little bit more on this side than I can the other. Yeah, because I see you guys really tugging on their ear, and it gets really bloodshot red. And yeah, you guys don't really have to do that. If it works for you, then by all means, you know. I'm no expert by any means. I'm not any expert. Oh, I dug in too deep right there. Yeah, Frank was pretty amazed that a small brush like this can hold this much lather. Even Spencer was talking about it in one of his videos over on Spent Shaves, that this little Mighty Midget from Omega can hold almost just about the same amount of leather, sometimes even more, than his 26s or 27 or even 30s, I think, as he was saying. For this little brush, it can be up there with the 26s and 25s. Even 24, because I don't know if that's a 24. I don't remember what size it is. That's amazing. So, against the grain. Alright, that's my shave, guys, because I can't go across this way. One little nick. That's what I like about these shavettes, is that I can go against the grain here on my lip. I used to be able to do that with my gold dollar when I got the first phone from a buddy of mine that sent it to me. But I don't remember what hone he put on it. Alright, that's it. That's it, excuse me. Then we'll rinse off. Alright. I felt something there. Alright, let's get in with the alum stick. Yeah, that was a great shave. I actually got an ingrown hair there. Which hardly never happens, but yeah. That was a fantastic shave. I love the scent. The slickness, I mean, can't say anything about the slickness. Slickness and sturdiness is always fantastic. Yeah, that was great. Great. Let me rinse this off. Fantastic. All right. So let's get into the Glacial Island Man. First time ever trying a Glacial, so I'm pretty excited here. All right. So excited. It smells great. The menthol is insane. Whew. Let me rinse off my brush. Meanwhile, I let this menthol kick in. That is strong. All right. Oh man, that stuff is still going strong. Pulse bomb. I don't know if this was mentholated or not. Oh, I can't even see. Coconut oil. Doesn't say, I can't see it. Can't see, look at my eyes, are freaking watery. I'm gonna go in with the Island Man. And that's the ingredient list in the back. This is freaking insane. It feels good, but the menthol is super strong. I'm gonna go with a small dab there because their balms are really good. A little goes a long way with stirring. Oh man, my cheeks and upper lip are all red. My neck here is red. That's just from the menthol. No burning sensation or anything like that. I'm gonna rinse off my hands. Oh, excuse me. All right, so let's do a recap. We went in with Island Man from Sterling, and this is the way the soap looks. Oh man, that's strong. It's giving me the runs. My nose is running, I'm sorry. Went in with Glacial, Island Man, the trifecta. We went in with the Island Man Aftershave Balm. Let's just dry this off. We went in with the Feather Artist Club SS Shavette with the ProGuard blade. There you guys go. Which are these blades here, what the pack looks like and what they look like out of the pack. So that is my shave, guys. I actually forgot to mention, I don't know why I forgot to mention, that's why I brought up the story about the trucks and the shaves. You know, that shave video that I put up talking about how my truck was doing good and I was home and everything was great, and then saying that my truck broke down again. That's why I posted up the video. Well, now again, my truck seems to be doing okay. Both trucks are out of the shop, and we're gonna start rolling hopefully later on tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll see how everything goes, but I will keep you guys posted. And if you guys like what you see, please like, favorite, share, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon down at the bottom so that way you guys get my next future notifications whenever my new videos pop up, so that way you guys don't miss out. And Frank, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And thanks for joining me. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all stay safe out there. Later.